Uh, Hi. You might be wondering what I'm doing here. Why a channel that's been, predominantly making Magic the Gathering content, suddenly doing a Minecraft video, like we're back in 2012 for some reason. The answer is, I am simply bored. I decided that I wanted to do more than just the odd pack opening here and there. So I decided, why not play something that I just like playing in my off time, whilst, I'm not opening packs or anything. So yeah, I've decided to do Minecraft Let's Play. As for what we are playing, we are on All the Mons 10. It is the Pokemon take on All the Mods. It's All the Mods from All the Mods team, except we have these little fellas. It's a Pokemon, or using the Cobblemon mod specifically. It's a lot more compatible, I think. That's why All the Mods devs went for Cobblemon. As for what my objectives are in this playthrough, I don't really know. I haven't really got any plans. Like, I'm not striving towards anything in particular. I probably won't get All the Mod Star, just because I know that I don't have that kind of patience. And I'll probably be burnt out or whatever by the time I get anywhere close. So my plan is to just have a good time and just run around and do whatever takes my fancy. So let's go. The one thing that I would like to do definitely is use Create. So I have played All the Mods and All the Mons several times before, never completing it because, again, I don't have that kind of patience or commitment to do a full playthrough. Every time I've played, every single time I've automated anything, it's just been using things like iron farms from the Easy Villagers mod, or botanical pots for woods or plants or food or whatever. That's a skeleton. But this time I want to lean more into the Create aspect. I will warn that I know basically nothing about Create. I know the basics. I can do some basic automated conveyor systems for resource automation, resource generation. But that'll be about it. I can't do some of the insane things you can see some people do, like nether miners or lifts or anything. I just don't have the technical skill for that. So my plan is just to figure it out, learn as we go along. I haven't got any concrete plans as to where I'm going, what I'm doing. I'm just going to literally bucket we bowl for basically the entire playthrough, and we'll see where it takes us. We'll see how far we go, what we do, where we get to, how far through the for the quest list we get, because this is a lot of stuff that I most likely won't have the patience to learn or to set up and build. So yeah. As for the people who don't know what All the Mods 10 is, it is one of the bigger collections or mod packs on CurseForge, and the whole point is to build the All the Mod Star. It's this funny little star that is just the end goal of the playthrough. And how do you build it? For mechanical crafting, you have to get a lot of items. These are all jumping through hundreds, thousands of hoops for the sake of making one funny star. And All the Mons has the same objective, still just getting the star, except with also Pokemon, like Slowpoke over here. What you will also find out over the course of this playthrough is that I like to make things unnecessarily difficult for myself. Not in the traditional system, I think, where I set things to the hardest mode possible, but I will most certainly be doing things like just making things harder for myself for no discernible reason other than I like to have a bit of a challenge. For example, in All the Mons 10, one thing that you start off with is a starter Pokemon. What I will be doing, as soon as I find a PC or I build a PC, I will be then selecting my Pokemon, just depositing that thing in there, probably releasing it as well, and just catching a random Pokemon, and that'll be my starter. Why do I do that? I've got no idea. So in All the Mods, the whole world generation is completely overhauled. Not in the actual terrain generation, it's pretty much the same, but there's a lot more structures. These towers, for example, which have a lot of, well, not a lot, they have these gems, for example, which we will be getting into at some point, whenever we've got a base and whatnot set up, but I don't want to just take my storage up with them right now. I will be taking these bookshelves though. Getting books in this is a lot harder than you'd like to be, just because Cobblemon just replace the regular passive mob spawns. So things like cows don't exist unless you get lucky and find a spawn egg in the dungeon, for example, one of these towers, which you can do, but it's quite rare. So how you get things like leather? You've got to kill Pokemon that you think will drop leather, things like Miltanks or Mudbreeze, so things that look like cattle will drop leather. But you can't breed them, so you can't set up a farm or anything. So you're stuck just to find them in the wild. So finding something like a plains biome would be good, because that means we could just run into spawns there. What you'll also see as it goes along, that I've got literally no idea how to make a playthrough kind of video, how to do a commentary. If you've seen anything else on my channel, it's all just pack openings and random Magic Gathering memes, just because I decided to do those. When it comes to actual commentary, I've got literally no clue. I'm a complete amateur. I'm basically first time doing this. Gave this a try a couple of years ago, but it didn't really work out, didn't really do much, didn't really amount to anything. So I'm back. I decided to just give it another go and see how far we go. See what I can learn, if my ability to make content improves. We'll see where we end up. I would also be thankful for any sort of feedback, criticism, praise, positive, negative, anything to help me improve. So it's night now. I don't have a bed. I can't just find a sheep and kill it, or just randomly. But sheep are replaced by some wool-wearing Pokemon, things like Wooloos or Flaffies. They have wool, and you can just shear them as normal, as you would a normal sheep. What I'm looking for is a village. A village, I'll find the bed, find some more loot. I will also be using things like villages for trades, mostly for things like enchanted books. I need my mending book, my efficiency, my breaking, etc. So I will be making a approximation of a villager trading hall at some point. And exploring that also lets me look for some kind of spot for a base. Somewhere nice. I don't want to just build in the first random spot I find. I want to find something actually, if not scenic, then just somewhere that I have good terrain that I can work with. There's a lot of shipwrecks about. It's the third or fourth shipwreck now. I will do my best to try and explain everything that I come across to the best of my ability, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. If there's a kind of mechanic I run into or something stupid, I'll do my best to try and explain what it is, how to solve it, what benefits it has. But you'll have to bear with me in some cases, as again, literally no clue what I'm doing. This is one of the Pokemon specific structures where there's just a lot of basically exclusively Pokemon loot. Things like Pokeballs, your X's, your Apricorns, some equipment as well. Leather Claws actually need that revived as well. There's a lot of Great Balls. Not what this is. Figure out later. Lots of Pokeballs. And my inventory swap. Okay, those Ultra Balls aren't staying here. What they're coming with. Oh, on the bright side, I now have Pokeballs, so I can catch something. Not you. I was hoping for a bed here, but no luck. So I'll just keep going until we find something that I could steal that one. I'm gonna steal that wall. If you just play All the Mons, then you won't encounter the structure. I am playing with mine colonies as well. I just added it back because I like mine colonies. I want to play mine colonies as well. And this is one of the mine colonies specific structures that you can find. This map can go. It's fine. Actually, I have beds. Take their bed. Yep, you go the barbarian spawn, or Norseman specifically. But I haven't got a sword, so I'm just taking. Now we keep going, such a village.
Who wants to fight?
There he is. I sure as well don't want to fight. Bye bye. That's another shipwreck. A lot of these around. Actually, now that we've got a bed, rather than risk being shot or killed, sleep here. Grab the bed. Oh. We've got a friend. We've got a god in here. The doof. Yeah, come on. I'll catch him, but a bit too high level. Once again, my tendency to self-sabotage myself and make things unnecessarily difficult. I could catch that thing and just make life a lot easier. Match rate, what level is he? Ah, he's level 24. So, one of the things that All the Mons introduces is level caps. So, if I'm not mistaken at the beginning, your level cap is 20. So, this little guy, even if I caught him, I wouldn't be able to do pretty much anything with him. He would probably just, if I get into a battle, he would just say, no, I ain't fighting. Screw you, I'm just gonna sit here and do nothing. So, there's no point in even catching him. Realistically, the first thing we catch is probably gonna be something terrible. But it will just act as a vehicle for me to catch something actually reasonable. Well, there's a ruler that I mentioned earlier. I don't need a tool anymore because I've got a bed now though, so it's fine. There we go. Here's a Pokemon that I can catch without no problem. Level 4 Bidoof. Bidoof is one of my favorite Pokemon. If I can catch him probably. But Bidoof is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I just find them funny. There we go. That's the first Pokemon. A level 5 Bidoof. Who I will immediately rename into something. And his name is going to be God. Probably won't see the light of day out of his Pokeball for the next several hours. I will also probably try to catch as many Pokemon as possible. Not for any grand design or grand purpose, just because I like completion. It'd be nice if I could fill out the whole Pokedex. I know that won't happen just because I'll struggle to actually commit to and actually do. This won't be one of those catch every single Pokemon or Pokedex or like a live and dex challenge or anything. Just because I'll get bored. That is a massive fucking structure. I've got no idea what that is. Definitely, I don't know what that's Arceus. This must be a temple to Arceus. That's quad bricks. If I end up with quartz bricks, I might come back and cannibalize all of these. I would assume that this is where you can summon him. Yep, that's the Alga, it's Palkia. So, you probably need another one of these pedestals. I'm probably just going to go onto it, and then you can summon Arceus. So, got God here, we can summon actual God, not just this knockoff one. I haven't seen this structure before. That's copper. I could steal that. Ow. I take this, it'll whoop me. And it'll whoop me to a big tree. Basically the complete opposite direction I was going. Happens quite frequently with these actually. I'm not going to go in there. I am going to go in there though, because that is a Pokemon Center. And let's say I'll get my start and probably just release it, which I am still going to do. And there is a Zigzag in here, which I'm going to try and catch. There you go. Zigzag is actually really good because they can have an ability with Pickup, which just doesn't have. So I might just reach it straight away. What Pickup does is, if you assign them to what's called a pasture block, so basically just let them free them around the world, they'll just pick up items for you. They'll just materialize them out of the Shadow Realm. I'm gonna choose a Star, and he's gonna be released immediately. Food in here, just with that. Found the village! Finally found the village! Is a specific thing that I'm looking for here. I'm looking for its Waystone. Waystone are just war points. You've seen me activate a couple of them. I just didn't have the resources to pick them up. And I forgot I could just build a pickaxe to pick them up actually because I'm an idiot. But not all of them have one. But all of them do have a Pokemon Center. You can heal, access the PC. Oh, this does have a Waystone. Okay, now we've got the Waystone. Now we search for somewhere to build. I'm thinking of this Temperate Highlands biome here because I like the color scheme of it. And I've also got a certain mine colony style that I'm thinking of building, which needs a lot of birch, which would be very convenient. So there's a lot of it here. You know what? I rather like this little valley here. Sure, it's got a bunch of stuff to clean up. Probably the same no matter where you go. So I think that just against this wall here is where I'll stake my claim. And here are our humble beginnings of home camp. Now what I could do is do the easy thing and use my colonies for essentially a free starter house through the creation of a supply camp, which will essentially just place that down and it just generates you a small, well, supply camp, some basic resources, a shelter, etc. I'm going to do that because I'm not a hack.